Okay. Now, good. The flippin' statue here. Whoops, I want to turn my mask.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. Beautiful music. Oh, got a Deku stick for the
Nice.
first time. Really, you can light them on fire. I guess you can hit people with them as well. It's not a very effective method of killing things, as you can imagine. So let's go over here. Good. Oh, and I didn't get any of them because my wallet's full. Now I can't get down from here, really. Okay, here we go. Okay, now, because I think that's the only owl statue I have,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to walk back to Clocktown. I'm going to do that. This is my quest. And then, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. And then restart, you know, kind of save and quit my game.
Okay.
Wait a minute, can I get back up there? Boy, that would be terrible. Oh.
Bwam, bwam, bwam,
Wham! Wham!
Well said.
Thanks.
But hey, new viewers, I'm Daniel.
And I'm terrible. I'm Sean. My name is Sean.
And this is Let's Fouls.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow. You speedran that shit.
Come on. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. But yeah, right now we're doing a playthrough of Majora's Mask because it's one of Sean's favorite games ever.
Accurate. That was really lucky.
That was really lucky.
Really, I don't even want to get whatever this chest is. I just want to leave and go to Clocktown, but I'm going to do it because I'm really close. Oh! Okay. Oh, well, it's probably a piece of heart or something, at least, if I'm jumping in here.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Yeah.
It just jumps in the chest.
Yeah, it is. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, each form has a different, you got a piece of heart, or, you know, you're opening a treasure chest animation.
I hope when he's a Goron, he just eats the treasure chest.
That would make no sense, but also be amazing. And I'm totally for that, you know? I bet there's rupees in here, so I'm going to save it.
Alright. Good call, Daiku, Sean.
Daiku.
Daiku!
Behold the power of Daiku! Okay. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Wait.
Oh.
Weirdest place to start over. On top of a weird cactus tree. Okay. I'm determined not to go back in time and lose my 99 rupees, even though it's probably not even worth it at this point. I just want to go back to Clocktown.
You can do it. That actually would be amazing, a Goron eating a chest. I agree. Chaotic Insanity gets it.
You just don't get any treasure when you play with Goron, actually, because his appetite is he just eats the chest.
Oh no, he eats the chest and then he spits out the treasure and then he holds it over his head.
That's great. I'd be okay with that.
Oh, you didn't commit either way, and that was your downfall.
Ooh. This is probably a mistake.
Is that beehive?
Oh. Too bad I didn't get anything. Boy, I really need to upgrade my wallet. I don't remember how you do that. I think it might be doing the Scatola family side quest. I hope it isn't because, boy, that side quest is annoying. Alright.
You can save them back in Clocktown, don't forget that. Yeah, that's actually why we're on.
Yeah, that's why I'm going back right now, actually. But thank you for the reminder.
No, you would get treasure. You just have to wait for it to come back up. Have to digest the chest and all. Poop jokes. You're gonna get along with this stream just fine, CI.
Hey, maybe there'll be some magic in here. No.
Just rupees. All rupees, no magic.
Darn rupees. I can't even use you. I can't even use you. Okay. Is this the way out? I think this is the way out. Nope, this is the Woods of Mystery. And yeah, if you're enjoying watching me play some Majora's Mask, I will be playing some more of it.
Yeah.
This is definitely not the end of this. Wait. Oh, you know, I have a map. A map I can check. Wait, maybe I don't. Do I have a map of the area? Oh, I have to buy it from Tingle. Whoops.
Boop, boop. But yeah, you can expect to see Sean play through Majora's Mask on Wednesdays.
Yes.
Maybe not next Wednesday.
Yeah, my mom's actually coming to visit.
But once we reach August, we really want to commit to 3 times a week. We want to see how long we can keep that going.
Yes.
Um,
Preferably forever. Or at least, you know, until Twitch gets bought out by Google and you can only play, like, games from the Play Store or whatever's going to happen as a result of that.
God, that's terrifying. That's the worst case scenario. Well, and Jim asks, thoughts on Hyrule Warriors? Anyone you'd like to see? We were actually talking about Hyrule Warriors a little earlier.
Specifically, Skull Kid.
Yeah.
That's my dream character, even though I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. We're really excited about Hyrule Warriors. It looks like a lot of fun. I really love the imagination variety they're putting into the cast and their playstyles so far. Lana, with her, like, blocks and her...
Yeah, that's
walls and stuff. Looks like a lot of fun. Fi looks great. She fights by dancing. I'm down for that.
Bug Girl is hysterical.
Bug Girl's great. My most wanted characters at the moment are Tingle and Groose. I really, really want to see Groose as playable in this game. And I also hope that the villains are playable. I hope you get to play as Girahim and Zant. I mean, their playstyles as bosses look nuts, so why wouldn't I want to play as them?
God, Zant is great.
Yeah.
I wish that he had just been the villain of Twilight Princess. I've mentioned this before, but
yeah.
He was so cool.
Yeah.
And then, well, I don't want to spoil it, you know, if for those who maybe have not played Twilight Princess, but suffice it to say that the actual villain is like, I don't know, fine.
But disappointing because it's
Yeah.
not Zant.
Exactly. So this is the bank teller, who you can give rupees to.
Oh, Chaotic Insane says, I have family that works for Google, XD. And Zant, that's the one I would hope to see. Yeah, Zant is cool. Just going to recalibrate the webcam here. Webcam seems to be desyncing more frequently and quickly than usual.
Lovely.
But,
Yeah, I should clarify that, you know, like, I own an Android phone, you know, I use Google for damn near everything. I just really hope that, like...
We're the only 2 people left that actually use Google+.
Yeah, just for posting animated GIFs.
It's so great.
At this point, because they play automatically, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Apparently, Twitter supports GIFs now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you told me that already, but that's still cool. But, yeah, you know, I like Google a lot in general. I just hope that if the rumors of them acquiring Twitch are true, that, you know, they don't kind of run it into the ground just by trying to protect themselves from getting, like, sued.
Yeah.
Basically. I hope I'm making sense there.
Yeah,
you know, I generally trust Google,
Yeah.
but just because there's so much... You know, it would make Twitch so much more high profile that I feel as though game companies would want maybe more of a piece of the action.
Yeah,
you know?
like YouTube is pretty copyright happy.
Right, exactly.
And it would be a shame for Twitch to become that copyright happy. It would kind of maybe ruin Twitch is a bit strong of a word, but
what am I doing?
we wouldn't really get to use it anymore, basically.
Right.
It's because you have people watching, says Chaotic Insanity. I'm not sure what she's referring to anymore. It's because you have people watching.
Maybe like my inability to articulate well.
Maybe. Actually, Sean's really good in front of a crowd.
We actually, the both of us went to performing arts high school.
Yeah. That's how we met.
I haven't really experienced stage fright since I was 14 years old because of that, which is pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's more like when I try to talk and play video games at the same time, I accidentally push B instead of A and then don't teleport. I'm not very good at multitasking, I guess. Or, I mean, I am according to my work evaluation, but not actually doing two things at the same time.
Well, this is a good place to work on it.
That's true. It's kind of an inevitability.
Yeah. Very low stakes.
Yeah. Unless I'm on a bridge dealing with bugs that are charging me over and over again.
I thought you meant literally on a bridge. It's like there's cars hurtling at me and I need to beat this part of Majora's Mask.
Okay. Gotcha. There we go.
Now, what does the Sonata of Awakening do?
Well, ordinarily it would have raised this temple out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was standing close enough. Basically, during each chapter of the game, you learn a song that for some reason allows you to access a temple. Why is this not... Oh, I'm not a scrub.
Oh.
Because I'm not a scrub. A scrub gets the temple up, but not me.
Welcome to Let's Pals. I think we got the same viewers we did last time. And thanks for sticking around, guys.
Yeah, mucho obrigado.
One for a drink, I meant to the camera unsyncing, but two things.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's cursed because you're watching. One, it need to be a deca for it to work. We figured it out. And two, you forgot to slow time.
Oh, that's right, because I went back in time. Good call. Whoops, that's wrong. Fuck. Wait. Wait, if I do that, then it's just going to play the whole song. Okay, there we go.
Nice. That kind of reminds me of the Sonic 1 Game Over song.
Yeah, kinda. Oh, wait a minute. Where do I get the Great Fairy Mask? Oh, do I get that back in Clocktown? I hope I don't.
I like how you're both asking rhetorically and also asking the stream, but it always seems like you're asking me for a second, and I'm not really the best person to ask.
I'm just gonna go back to town and rescue the Great Fairy. And
but you can teleport there now.
That's true. So
Hooray.
at least I'm not I'm not doing too much useless bullshit, even if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, she'll just be like, I'll give you magic. You do, actually. Okay, I'm assuming you mean I do need to go back to town.
Yeah, go back to Fairy Mask.
Right.
Get that Fairy Mask.
So let me put... Oh my goodness.
Get it.
It's this guy again.
Alright.
That's the thing about time travel. You do the same thing over again a bunch.
Is that time travel?
So in one of the Pokemon movies, a minor character witnesses an explosion off in the distance, which actually is time travel. But there's no way that you would know that without the context that the main characters have.
And then, she's just watching this green light come up from the forest, and she looks at the green light and goes, is that time travel?
It's the best line in that. We didn't watch the whole movie, but out of what we watched, which was the first 10 minutes, that's by far the best line.
You didn't watch the whole movie. Later, after you left, our mutual friend Chris, who hates Pokemon, by the way, made me watch the entire movie with him.
That's how was it?
It was bad. It was not a good movie. I think he kept trying to make me watch Pokemon anime to make me like Pokemon less.
Okay.
Because, like, the Pokemon anime is not what I like about Pokemon.
Right.
Although, you know, I do still have a soft spot for the first season. Especially, like, the first few episodes. I think they're very charming. I don't know why I said that with, like, sort of an exasperated, sarcastic tone. I
think they're very charming.
I genuinely think that a few episodes of the first season of Pokemon are really cute. And then, you know, it gets formulaic and not good. The Teddy Stream is following us on Twitch now. Thanks, Teddy Stream. If you're still watching, I think Teddy Stream might have dipped out, but it's appreciated just the same.
Let's wait a minute. This is not how I get my fairy mat? Okay, scattered throughout the 4 temples of this land are broken stray fairies like me. Please find a way to save them and turn their fountain. Surely they will add to your strength. Allow me to grant you my tiny face.
Yeah, thanks, Great Furry. Not creepy at all.
But yeah, this is cool because, you know, there's that fairy hunting side quest in all the temples. Mm-hmm. And by wearing this mask, A, your hair will shimmer whenever there's a fairy nearby, or you know, in the same room as you. And B, any fairy that is not, like, trapped in a bubble or otherwise obstructed will fly toward you. While you're wearing it. C, you look fabulous.
That's true.
Look at that flowing hair.
Fab Francis. Sean's last name is Francis.
Yes.
Sean Francis.
FYI.
Context for the lesser educated.
Playing it with my chin.
I'm Daniel Thorson. That's my name. Daniel Husby Thorson.
Which is a great middle name.
Hated it in elementary school. More okay with it now.
I like my full name is Sean Daniel Francis, and I like that because it's so Irish.
It's very Sean Daniel
Francis. Like you can't help saying it with a little brogue.
Sean Daniel Francis,
you know?
coming to the IT crowd with me, Roy.
Try turn it off, not again. Anyway, we've been watching the IT crowd.
It's good.
It is. And it's good for me. Like it's good because it totally defied my expectations.
Yeah,
like you go into it in the first episode, and like the first line is, "Thank you for calling IT. Did you try turning it off and on again?" And then there's canned laughter, and it's like, "Ooh,
yeah,
so it's this kind of show, huh?" But then it just becomes great. See, look at that shimmer in hair, and there's a fairy.
Yeah, like I wanted to push you past the first few episodes because, like, you know. It becomes a good show after those.
It becomes very surreal, in a good way, that I'm enjoying a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to you continuing to watch that show.
I'm looking forward to continuing to watch that show with you.
Yeah, but
and also in general.
Yeah, I'm Daniel Husby Thorson. He's Sean Daniel Francis, and we're getting a new roommate. His name is Dan. So we all have Daniel in our names. We're planning on naming our apartment. Right now, we've got the Danitarium, we've got Danton Abbey, and Dansylvania.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's new. That was some rogue-like shit.
Yeah, God, that sucked.
And I saw the Scatola, and I thought, oh, I'll come in from the side. But that did not work. Please climb the ladder.
Climb that ladder. Climb it, girl. Climb it up. Get some worlds.
That was some beautiful freestyling. Oh man, I should have captured that in a bottle. I thought that was my fairy.
Bees!
Bees! No, not the bees! No, they're in my eyes! Have you seen that clip?
No.
Okay, well, not Jack Nicholson.
That's an amazing visual.
What the hell is his name? The guy who was in the Marvel movie with the character whose skull is on fire and he rides a bicycle?
Ghost Rider Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, thank you. I have to go through the middle. He was in this really bad movie that was actually a remake of a pretty good movie called The Wicker Man. And at one point in that movie, his character is tortured by, like, they put a mesh helmet on him and then pour bees into it. And so you watch in, like, his finest display of acting. Nicolas Cage going, no, not the bees! No, they're in my eyes! They're in my eyes! La! Like, freaking out because he's getting stung by a bunch of bees.
Oh man. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh no! Covered in scorpions!
What are you doing to my head, lady?
Get out of my head.
If you don't know what we're talking about, I'd like to recommend that you just, tab out of the stream. It's okay. We'll still be here when you get back. And check out WTF X-Men.
Do it after the stream.
Or during. It's okay. You can listen to us while you listen to it. It's great. There's more.
WTF X-Men is great. And, yeah. Bull and Jim backed us up. It is Nick Cage.
Okay, right. Yes. Yeah, totally blanked out on his name.
There's a YouTube video with Nicolas Cage just yelling in all his movies, which is pretty great. That does sound pretty good. I know that there's an episode of Community in season 5 that I haven't watched yet, where, like, Abed goes to a class for some reason, and I don't know the whole full context of this yet because I haven't seen the episode, but basically he just imitates Nicolas Cage and, like,
oh god, that
like,
was a mistake,
and, like, has a meltdown while he's imitating Nicolas Cage. And there's just, like, a gif on Tumblr where, like Abed just, like, swinging around and making a bunch of, like, crazy faces, and the caption is just Nicolas Cage noises.
That's great.
So, like, that was actually one of my motivators. Like, I want context for this. Maybe I should keep watching Community. I actually started rewatching the series semi-recently. I'm halfway through season 2. I got to the end of season 3 before stopping because of the whole change of showrunners debacle, and also I was starting to sour on the series in general for weird reasons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever. Your reasons are your reasons.
They are my reasons. Thanks for backing me up. Bull and Jim thinks that Community Season 5 was good. Good to know.
Oh, right. This is kind of cool.
Ah! Pew! Pew. That was really cool. Uppercut!
Tiger! Oh, there's one more.
Bull and Jim says the gimmick episodes are really great. Oh boy. Alright, so...
and really, that's the best part of Community anyway.
Like, I have very mixed feelings about the gimmick episodes, because yes, they are good, but I also miss the episodes where, like, they just go to community college and they dick around having community college related problems, like the premise of the show. But as the series goes on, the gimmick episodes increase in frequency to the point where it's mostly gimmick episodes, and you don't really get episodes anymore about Annie taking a class. Like, and that rubbed me the wrong way.
See, for me, that would be like if the IT crowd were actually about solving IT problems,
It's just that the actual community college episodes of Community
That's
could be so heartwarming, and, like, they really nailed, like, the cast. Like, they had a really great cast, a really great meshings of personalities, and you got to see them bounce off each other more in the actual episodes of Community. In the gimmick episodes of Community, they become parody characters. Like, they become, they take on the personalities of whatever genre they're parodying at the time. and they're personalities that also fit the character. You know what I'm saying now.
Isn't it just really fucking cute how intense Daniel gets about Community, by
I
the way?
I just have feelings about the show Community.
They lost the strength of writing in the slice of life episodes, in my opinion.
I guess that's fair. Like as they increase in the seasons, they got worse at writing the regular episodes and better at writing the gimmick ones.
Could have just been out of practice because they weren't doing it very often.
I know. I know. But anyway, yeah, like, I loved the show the Community was in season 1. I think they had a good balance of regular episodes and gimmick episodes. Like, it was nice to see gimmick episodes when they were rare, because they do a great job with the gimmick episodes. I like the show that it was in season 1, and the show that it turned into from there disappointed me. That is my Community rant. Bull Jim says they still have some good ones in S5. I'm guessing they have good slice of life episodes, but they really nailed the gimmick ones. And yeah, they do nail the gimmick ones. Some of my favorite episodes of Community are still gimmick episodes. I love the Dungeons and Dragons episode. Mm-hmm. I know that they made a sequel one in season 5. That's another reason I'm intrigued. Actually, one of my favorite standalone episodes is the alternate dimensions one in season 3, but I also hate that episode because of what it turned the series into. I also have issues with the Halloween episode in season 2.
Boy, does he.
I have such PTSD about that episode. I don't know if you want to get into it, because, like, I know...
Go for it, you know, the stream hasn't heard it yet.
I know it's such a dumb problem to have, but okay, basically, like, one of the things I do like about the gimmick episodes in Community is that, like, they are still having normal problems and just exaggerating them, you know? Like, there was the episode where they go into space, but they're not actually going into space, they're just in a van that is a space simulator, and they get trapped in it. And you know, they're all really intense about the situation, but it's still them just trapped in a van. And you know, like, they do that great. They're great at exaggerating plausible situations. In season 2 Community, the Halloween episode, there is an actual zombie outbreak. Everyone actually almost dies. Troy actually saves the world. And then, like, they don't even leave that as a standalone episode. There are plot hooks that they keep referring back to later in the season. And that bothered me a lot. It bothered me a lot, and I know it's silly that it bothered me a lot.
I don't know, I can see, like, you know, it's kind of like, in the Scooby-Doo movie that they did, where, like, the monsters were actually real.
Yeah.
The point of Scooby-Doo.
Right.
I think that's worse, because the point of Scooby-Doo is that the monsters are not real.
Yeah.
You know, the point is, like, let's find out who is pretending to be a monster.
Right.
And, then they did that movie, and they were just real monsters in Louisiana.
Yeah. Although, speaking of that movie, I do love that Scrappy-Doo was the villain.
Oh, no, I was thinking of the animated one.
Oh, yeah, the animated movie where all the monsters were real. That's
yes.
right. In the Scooby-Doo live-action movie, they're not real, right?
Right.
Yeah, but the villain is Scrappy-Doo. Sorry, Scooby-Doo spoilers, if anyone was planning on watching that movie.
And cares about spoilers.
Yeah, that was only a little sarcastic. Yeah, I did love that. I love what they did with Scrappy-Doo in that movie. But I remember that, the animated movie where all the monsters were actually legit zombies. I mean, to be fair, at that point they were kind of running out of Scooby-Doo ideas. I kind of understand it.
Careful, I sense a lot of evil here. I don't even remember this part. Oh, shit.
Bull and Jim says, Season 1 was definitely the strongest by far. Agreed. My favorite episode in the whole series, actually, is one that is no one else's favorite episode in the series. Go figure.
Which one again?
I don't think anyone disliked the episode. It's the one where Professor Chang had just, broken up with his wife, and Jeff helps them get back together. It has basically, there's 3 side arcs. One is Chang dealing with his marital problems. One is Abed and Troy raising a lab rat, and the lab rat runs out of its cage,
Oh,
and Troy's afraid of rats.
Goes west.
Yeah.
Callback, yeah.
And then Shirley is having trouble speaking in public, and then they tie all those plots together in like a little montage set to Somewhere Out There from American Tail, and it's a beautiful moment to me. Like, I actually got tears in my eyes the first time, and the third time. The second time I was kind of over it, but yeah, no, I love that episode. But yeah, then Bullet Jim says, "Was that the zombie one?" Talking, he figured it out already when I had Halloween episode problems, and he agreed that that was interesting. Anyway,
oh no, oh never mind.
Whoa, what did happen?
The feed cut out for a second, but I don't know why.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye out if that happens again. I can always reset it.
But yeah, let's go back to. Oh no, never mind. Okay. Good.
But yeah, that's enough of me talking about Community. This is Majora's Mask. We're playing Majora's Mask. Sean's making pretty quick work of this temple, maybe.
Sorta. I'm like concentrating on doing other things at the same time, and also doing the fairy side quest.
Right.
Normally, I'd be a little farther. Oh man.
Wait, no, this ain't a speed run. This a play through.
That's true. Was that a reference to "This ain't a scene, it's an arms race"?
Actually, no, I don't even know that quote.
It's a song.
Oh.
I think Fall Out Boy? I don't know.
I probably heard it, but no, I was not making a reference to that.
Yeah, ladder out of nowhere. Several ladders.
Sean Several Ladders Francis.
That's what they call me. I don't know why. I wish they'd stop.
My name is not Several Ladders.
Okay, now did I just come through here? Have I been through here? Man. I'm like concentrating so much on listening to you talk about Community. And...
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, sure, you know. Okay, good. This is the place I want to be. Yeah, these guys.
Oh, dang. Well, fire!
Yeah. I really like Z targeting duels. Oh, except for when I get fire breath.
Slash. Go. Shield.
I actually really hope this is the compass. I think it's probably the bow.
Okay. So... Oh, welcome back, Attic. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's the bow.
Nice.
If it was the compass, I'd be able to tell where the fuck I was going. But...
Alright, actually, before you proceed, I'm just going to jump back into cam mode here for a second.
Okay.
Hi, how's it going, stream?
Hi, everybody.
I'm just going to reset the auto real quick because I think the game visuals are slightly out of sync with what we were doing.
Okay.
So, let's get that back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah, but welcome back, Attic Insanity. Sean's been going through the first dungeon, getting fairy stuff while I gabbed about Community and the issues I have with Community. I have problems. I love the show, but also I have problems.
It's true.
Alright. And we'll also redo the cam real quick. But you can keep going at this point.
Okay. Okay. So now I have the bow. With the bow, I can solve many a puzzle. Like this one.
Oh. So, there's a series that I watch.
Alright, I'm gonna break my rule and do double mask.
Whoa, double mask. Egoraptor sequelitis is is, something that I've been following since it started, and I find it interesting. He has some very interesting. Sometimes he has very interesting and cool things to say about game design, and I really liked his Mega Man versus Mega Man X sequelitis. I thought he made some really wonderful points in that. So I was really looking forward to his Link to the Past versus Ocarina of Time one, where I discovered that his take on game design is basically, I don't like stories in video games, and then I stopped taking him seriously. But there's one part in sequelitis where he's just like, how is taking out your bow and shooting an eye on a wall a puzzle? You're just like, you're in a room, it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'll just shoot an eye, and then a door opens. That's just finding shit on a wall. That's not puzzle solving. You don't feel smart when you do that. And he yelled about it for a while. He yells about things. It's Ego Raptor.
The old raging gamer trope. I will not miss that when it dies.
Yeah, he doesn't do it as stereotypically as the standard of that stereotype.
Ego Raptor. Okay, I'm better now.
I do like a lot of Ego Raptor.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
this boss is really cool.
Ooh.
Okay, why don't we just... Oh, never mind.
Oh. Does he do that only if you take the mask off, or was that just...
No, bad timing.
Oh, okay, it's like, oh, it's a boy! I better get out my turtle! Oh, that is awesome!
Uh-huh.
That is really cool.
And now, he's on the roof? Where are you? For real, man. Okay, well, I'll fight him again next time.
Well, yeah, I'm into some of the stuff that Ego Raptor does. Like, I actually really liked his appearance on The Tester, and he was the only reason I watched that season of The Tester. He was hilarious in it, and actually, I'm a little sad. I'm really happy for him that Game Grumps is such a success. But it's such a success that he never needs to do anything else ever again, and he barely ever animates things anymore, because why would he need to? Like, Game Grumps is such an easy source of revenue, and animating takes so much more time to do, and probably doesn't make him as much money anymore. But I did like his animation, so a part of me weeps on the inside. That is a cool boss.
That's one of my favorite bosses in the game, actually, and it's just a mini boss.
Oh, what? Oh, frog!
Yeah, there's a side quest that involves frogs later.
Cool!
I don't think I can do anything with them right now. Yeah, no.
What up, I'm a frog? Frags!
Oh, is this the boss key already? How did I miss the compass? Maybe this is the compass. That'd be weird. That's the boss key. Okay, I'm not going to do the boss yet, because I still have a bunch of fairies to find.
Oh, but now that you have the boss key, you can just go straight to the boss, no matter how much you time travel.
Yes. Hey! Good point. However, I lose my fairies when I time travel.
Oh.
So I want to do that this playthrough.
Okay. Right on. Games with time travel are cool.
Yeah. It's definitely one of my favorite things that can be in a video game.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger is freaking great.
Oh, yes. That's, I knew for a long time that I had to play that game because it's, considered one of the greatest games of all time and this and that. But I was really kind of procrastinating on it for years, after I was initially told about it, or found out about it, because I didn't own an SNES until later on when I was a kid. But then I got like laryngitis or something really shitty where I was just bedridden for days. And I couldn't do anything except lie in bed and play video games. So I just I went from start to finish with Chrono Trigger and beat it. And that was the first time I beat Chrono Trigger when I was really sick, basically. That's the moral of that story.
Beat games when you're sick, kids!
That is that story.